All right, guys. So this is gonna be a video of how I lost $7,000 last week trading my Forex Funds account, which is a funded $100,000 account. As you guys can see, currently it's at about 7% up, 6.75% up. We still have our win rate with above 80%. I believe last time I showed you guys the updates, I think I was about 85%. I just came down just a little bit to 81%, which is still a good win rate. Um, so yeah, I am currently up 6.75% up. This coming week or this week that we're trading right now is actually the last week for me to get my payout. And I want to show you guys how I lost those $7,000, or more like why. I don't know if you guys remember about the last video I mentioned about my Forex funds actually doing some shady things with their entries and exits, right? I was mentioning how if you would get on a buy at a certain level, they would actually place that buy higher than you actually did. That way you would actually start with bigger drawdown, right? So the spreads that my Forex funds have on their server, I mean, it's pretty much just a lie because you won't get those filled anyways. And this is totally besides slippage, right? Because slippage is one thing, and this whole other crap is a whole different thing because you would get your orders filled where price hasn't even traded to. So that's not really slippage, right? Slippage is when the order actually that you don't get that same fill price or at that very time that you execute, but you get a different one according where price is currently at, right? But anyways, I'm gonna show you the videos because I have proof of it now. Last video I mentioned that I did not have proof back then, but I would get proof, and trust me, guys, it was fairly easy to record a video like this because it happens very often. And I mean, my Forex funds is really good. It has a lot of good things of with like accessibility with price and the risk rules that they have. But I mean, with these shady things, you might want to think twice. They're still good, like I said, but I'll leave it up to your opinion whether it's a funded prop firm that you would want to invest in. So last week, as you guys can see, on Monday, I made about $600, $638. Then on Tuesday, I made about another thousand, almost 1,200. So it's about 1,800, which I was up. And then I had two big losing days, right? Actually, on this day, it was going really good. My account was already up at 116,000 because I actually had made about 5,000 in that same day. But then this is where the psychology and the emotions kicked in. I started getting these shady things I'm talking about you guys right now with my Forex funds, that I started revenge trading. Not really revenge trading of my trades, because my trades actually were winning trades throughout the whole day. I was revenge trading because of what they were doing to my profits, right? Because I mean, little by little, because every time you place it in a trade, they take some difference, or they add a lot more loss than you actually have, or they take away the profits that you actually have. And or and when you take a trade out, they also take some money off of that. So I started thinking, I mean, man, if they've been doing this for since I started this live account, I think they do it on while the challenge as well, like on the challenge and the verification process, but it's not as frequent as what I was actually getting on my live account, or am still getting on my live account. I don't know if it's because I pushed the equity fast too quick, that they started doing this shady things to me. But anyways, here's what pretty much happened. So yeah, I started seeing that, started thinking about I mean, I think at least they've taken over thousands of dollars by just doing that, because it is a big difference through the trades that I place in. But anyways, so I started revenge trading there, and I thought to myself, okay, so if they're gonna act like that, I'm just gonna keep on making money faster, or making profits faster, and over leveraging. So that's when I started over leveraging. That's why my win rate isn't that much affected, because the losing trades it wasn't a lot of losing trades. It was just bad managed trades, right? With um bad risk management. So I started doing that, and I lost my $5,000 power. I think it was about like 4,000 something dollars profits from that day, and I lost another 4,800. And then the next day, I lost again another 5,000, with pretty much went in with the same mindset, trying to revenge my Forex funds for what they've been doing. And so that made me lose another 5,000 on Thursday. Then on Friday, I actually regrouped myself, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let that affect myself. It was kind of hard to stabilize myself with what has been happening with my Forex funds and my live account. But I was actually able to, you know, grab ground and think about myself, and not what they are actually doing to me, right? So I started managing risk accordingly again, with just a $250 per trade. And so I actually made a decent profit that day, making $1,100. And then this week I've only traded one day, which was on Monday. Did not trade on Tuesday, and did not trade today, Wednesday. And I made another $2,600. So that's why, even though I lost 10,000 in 2 days, I'm still up $6,000. Okay, but for the last week, it wasn't 10,000, because I actually had made profit. I made 1,800 with these 2 days. I lost 4,800, so that's a $3,000 loss with the overall 3 days. Minus 5,000, that's 8,000. And then we take away the 1,000 from the 8,000. I lost 7,000 that day. So I want to take you guys to the videos I recorded. And here we have one of them. You guys could actually see, this is a trade that I take out. Okay. And let me see if I can get this bigger. Yep, there we go. So this is a trade I'm taking off, right? I'm taking off some lot size. And you can see from 25 lots, I changed it to 10 and took out those 10 lots. And as you guys can see, those 10 lots that I took out, I was actually supposed to be making $13. Okay. I was supposed to be making $13 there. But you could see on my history tab, and you could also see how price never even got to my entry. Like, it's way outside my entry still. Okay. You guys can see how it's way above my entry. Well, not way above, but I mean, the wick never even touched my entry. But guys could see on my history tab, instead of gaining those $13 profit that I made, they took away those 13 plus another 24. So that's $37 they took away from that trade. And this is actually small compared to other profits that they've taken away. But imagine $37, and that was on the exit. Let's say on the entry, they took another $37. Let's say that's 40, and 40, that's $80. And I don't only have 10 lots on, I have 50 lots. So $80 times 5, that's $400 they're taking away for each 50 lots I place in. $500. So that's a lot of money, And for every $50, 50 lots for them to take $500. I don't know. I'm thinking of changing prop firms after that. This is probably my last account I'll have with my Forex fund. So if you guys do know of any other prop firms that's not my Forex funds or FTMO, any other one besides those two, let me know in the comment section so I'll probably do another passer challenge series here on YouTube with you guys. But anyways, that's an example of placing or exiting in an entry. Here's another example of placing an entry now. So as you guys can see, I only have that 25 lots there, and I'm placing another 25 lots. Right when I place it, you saw how price was up here, and my entry got placed all the way down there. Like, bro, come on. That's about 2 points difference. That's a lot of difference for you to get placed in like this. And believe it or not, you start with a lot of drawdown with those types of entries. This doesn't always happen to me, like on every single trade, but I'll say that every 10 trades I take, at least 8 of them are the ones that do this to me, either on the entry or the exit or both. I'd probably say 10 out of 10 trades happens. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys another example. And here's another example. I'm about to place entry, and it's another example with the fill right there. So you guys saw that I had the entry where I was at 11,028, but I actually got an entry all the way down here. Look at that gap. That's a lot of difference. And placing 50 lots, that's going to be also quite a lot of difference on the drawdown that I'm taking once I'm taking the trade. So yeah, I don't know how I want to feel about this, guys, but I don't know. I think it's pretty shady for my Forex funds. Hopefully they fix this issue that they have, because they're a really great company with what they offer in terms of price and value of funding, but this really takes a turn. Like, I was comfortable with slippage, right? I wouldn't say anything when they had slippage, but this is a whole nother thing, and I'm probably gonna think twice of ever buying another my Forex account challenge from them. Hopefully this does change so I could buy some more and get really good fundings from them. But if this continues, yeah, I don't think I'll continue with them. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be all for today. And if you haven't watched the rest of the series, I'd recommend you to watch it from the beginning. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit that like button. And I'll see you guys next time.